Sam Robertson, Godington Road on a Thursday afternoon. I've managed to catch Mike Raya. Mike, welcome. Hello. I bet you're looking forward to the next few months with a real enthusiasm.
Yeah, definitely. We've talking about him for a long time now, and just round the corner. We're in relatively rude health in terms of selection. So yeah, I mean the players are keen for it without jumping out their skins. They're nice and quietly looking forward to it. So that's what we want to be. We did our best to finish with a bit of momentum. Whether that counts for anything, we'll see on Saturday, because the other side have approached it quite differently. Rotherham in particular have chopped and changed their side over the last few weeks, managing their players, and so they've got a little bit of a different, perhaps, take on it to some other sides. So, but at the end of the day, it'll be down to the next 6 weeks, or 7 with the blank weekend in between. But it's all to play for. I think it's anyone's. Particularly in our group, it's anyone's pool to take hold of. If we get it right on Saturday, we'll be in a good position moving forward.
Looking back over the season, as it were, we can't have taken more points into the playoff pool than we did. How chuffed are you with the product so far?
Yeah, I was really pleased for the effort the lads have put in. It seems a long time ago that we started, and off the back of a good pre-season camp, as always, we entered the season in good spirits, and we've had our blips and ups and downs, but I think they're all part of the learning process as a group. We've ended up in a good shape going in, but look, that didn't count for much last year, really, because we had a bit of a bumpy ride in the playoffs. Who knows what's ahead? But that's the exciting part. That's the intriguing part, and I am pleased for the lads. I mean, we've terrific effort to finish second again, given our status part time, and we've given ourselves the best chance, as you said, keep taking them 3 points forward. In actual fact, if we manage to keep this side together, next year could be even better potentially, because we made 9 signings this year, and that was quite a lot. And it went probably a little bit better than I expected.
As regards looking at this mini league, as it were, I suppose you could say that it didn't really matter who was in it. They're always going to be tough. An interesting question, one that perhaps people don't perhaps understand from outside of the club. But when you plot against the sides that you come up against, do you pick a team to undo your opposition, or do you always pick the best 15 players that you've got available to you?
A little bit of both, I think. Depending on your injury situation or who's available to you, really. But generally, I always pick a side that's good for us and the way we want to play. But there may be certain people in the opposition that a player in our team has had the upper hand against, and sometimes psychologically that kind of works. But generally, I would say on 90% of occasions, I pick a side that's good for Bedford Blues.
And what about Rotherham? Where are they effective, and what do you expect from this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be a real physical and intense battle. They're a tough lot up there, always have been. Whatever sort of state they're in, whether a good state like they are currently, or in in a bit of worse state, which they have been in past. They've always been tough. The crowd get right behind them. There doesn't seem many in that ground, but God, they make a lot of noise, and it's quite an intimidating place to play. So, but we've been there many times now. Lots of our players have been there many times, and we haven't played too badly up there over the last couple of seasons. But we've had a couple of mad moments that have taken the game away from us, and it's going to be pretty intense. I'm sure it'll be pretty close. It'll about nailing the key moments, and trying to strive to be error free, because they do thrive on mistakes, and they're a pretty irresistible force when they get momentum. They got some real big runners, not just up front, but in the middle and out wide. They got some dangerous players all around the park. So we kind of know a little bit what's coming. We've got a job on our hands to not just to stop that, but to take and impart our game on them as well.
Is there a part of you that suggests that because of the tightness of it all, there's an element of luck that's going to come into the next few months?
Yeah, possibly. The only thing I guess in a way you can live with a bit of luck and the bounce of the ball going against you. All we hope and all I think anybody hopes from a coaching perspective is the officials don't make a difference, and that's all we can hope for. And you know, we've got some top officials lined up to do us in these games. I just hope they're decided by either side or the bounce of a ball, and I don't think you can grumble too much about that. I think I don't think any side are going to lack for effort in these games or intensity. I don't think there'll be a question of anybody not wanting it or not fronting up. They're going to be pretty intense, as I keep saying, and it's good. You know, we're all looking forward to it, and you know, there's going to be some huge collisions on the weekend and every weekend, and it's a battle of the breakdown. But we've got some good players in that area, and hopefully we can get on top.
And looking just a little bit further ahead, home games are always going to be important. You must be chuffed, though, to have secured a Friday night light session against the Cornish Pirates. That should be quite an affair.
Yeah, you know, Friday night at Golden Road's pretty good occasion, and you know, ticket sales and interest has been excellent so far, and you know, we'd like a big crowd to turn up. Obviously, it's Paddy's Day the next day, and a big day in the Six Nations, so it's an appetizer for that, and hopefully the local, you know, Parks footballers and rugby players will come and watch. You don't get a chance to watch us often. It's the first one we've had on a Friday night for a while, so yeah, we'll look forward to that when that comes around. But literally, we haven't looked beyond this weekend, I have to say. I mean, you know, from a playing perspective, obviously from a commercial and business perspective, we have to look for our home games to maximise our revenues in that. But from a playing perspective, we're geared up for this weekend, and we literally, you know, it's all about the next game, all about Saturday for us, and you know, it can go two ways. I mean, it's not at the end of the world if we lose because we're carrying 3 points forward, but ultimately if we get the win, it gives us a great head start, and that's what we've got to be going for.
And last question, I've spoken to a few players, and it seems to be the vogue answer, maybe even a bit of a cliche answer, but is there an element of the fact that if we get it right, if we don't defeat ourselves, there aren't many teams that can beat us?
No, I wouldn't be so arrogant and blasé to say that. There's some good sides in this division, and we have to respect that. And you know, there's some sides capable of playing some great rugby and scoring good tries, and you know, there's an element of mistaking any try, if you like, because it's either a drop ball or a missed tackle. So you can always, you know, coach can always turn around and say, yeah, we missed the tackles, that's why they scored. But you know, ultimately, you've got to give credit to a lot of these sides with the attacking play they have and the players they've got in their side. So we would never be as arrogant suggest it's all about us. You know, in any game of rugby, you know, you could have the best side on paper in the world, but there's 15 idiots on the other side trying to stop you doing that, and you know, that will always be the case. And I don't think, again, I don't think for 1 minute it'll be the side who wants it in any of these games, because I think everybody wants it.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Very good luck over the next couple of months, and I'm sure we'll speak to you in due course. Cheers, Mike.
Thanks, Sam.